All right, welcome to Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. I'm John. Thanks for waiting for my brief delay there. Got things all situated. First pitch is scheduled for 7:07 anyway, so we did not miss any of the game action. But once again, welcome in. We're good to go. Let's hop into tonight's lineups. The pitching matchup tonight will be Kyle Gibson against Chris Bassett. Gibson's, let me look here. Can't read my notes. Kyle Gibson's 9-6 on the year. Bassett's 10-5 with a 3.91 ERA. Both pitchers have made 22 starts on the year. Bassett's given up 19 home runs, Gibson 11. Where strikeouts, Bassett 118 to Gibson's 103. Both pitchers just under 6 innings pitched per start. 5.8 for Gibson and 5.7 innings pitched for Bassett. So, but we will get underway here. For the Orioles, it'll be Rushman leading off, Henderson, Santander, O'Hearn, Ryan Mountcastle, Adam Frazier, Austin Hayes, Colton Cowser, and Jorge Mateo. I get the Blue Jays broadcast. The Blue Jays wearing their red uniforms tonight. Not familiar with that. All right, let's get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Hey, the Bare Necessities, how are you? Great to see you again. I saw you were just over in Rising Rhinos channel, so welcome in the art stream. We got the Orioles and Blue Jays tonight. Both teams right now, Baltimore does lead the division in the American League East. They have a 1.5 game lead over Tampa Bay and a 5.5 game lead over these Blue Jays. Hey, Shady Lane, welcome back. It's been a while. Hopefully you're doing well. It looks like you're live streaming the same game as well, so good luck tonight with that. Defensively for the Blue Jays, out in the outfield, it'll be Varsho in left, Kiermaier in center, and Biggio in right. Around the infield, Chapman at third, Bichette at short, Merrifield at second, and Guerrero at first, and Kirk will be behind the dish. And once again, it'll be Bassett on the mound. Rushman will lead off for the O's. Just a little break, not breaking because it's not, but they said that the Orioles are now one of the teams in on Justin Verlander. So we'll see. We'll see if the O's and Mets can work out a deal there. Bassett sets, fires the first pitch, and it's low and outside, 1-0. Over the last 15 days, Rushman's batting .244 with 2 home runs in that span. I feel like it's dark, but I don't. It's my light's on, so I don't know. There's a strike, 1-2 to count. Those of you that have been here before, what do you think? I changed the scoreboard to a. I'm not sure if it's black or if it's dark brown. Do you guys like that, or did you like it when it was all white with black lettering? The 1-2 up high, 2-2. They check down at third. No swing. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. is the trade deadline, so probably be getting lots of notifications between tonight and tomorrow on what's happening. Fouled away, count still 2-2. Count still 2-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. One away. Loved Chris Bassett when he was on my Mets last year. I was very disappointed when they let him go. He starts off the game with that strikeout there. Let me get something over here to cover up. There's a first pitch strike. All right, there we go. I got that covered up. So you guys can see the pitch tracker, which is ahead of where I am. So I don't want the plays ruined before I see them. The 1-1. Henderson batting 241 on the season. Over the last couple weeks, he's batting 220. That's 11. He's 11 for his last 50. So definitely slumping. Couple home runs with 6 runs batted in that span. Also has 3 doubles and 2 triples over the last 2 weeks. Up high counts 2-2. The 2-2 swung on a missed. Back-to-back strikeouts here to start the game for Bassett. Nice circle change up there by Bassett. That'll bring up Anthony Santander. Batting 253 on the year. $18 home runs, 58 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1, swung on a miss, 0-2. Last 6 home starts for Bassett, he's got an ERA of 1.98. Ball down and in, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Santander leads all MLB switch hitters with 51 home runs since 2022. Ooh, inside, 3-2. Bassett asking the home plate umpire where that pitch was. Bassett up to 16 pitches here. Fires, up high, ball 4. So a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn. O'Hearn over the last couple weeks is batting 282, also with 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. An OPS of 806 over those last 2 weeks. First pitch is on the outside corner, 0-1. In between innings, I'll check the poll, check the likes, check other scores. That ball's fouled away. 0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2. Santander, the runner on first. The 0-2 to O'Hearn, up high, 1-2. Bassett now at 20 pitches here in the first. John Kay saying that was a strike. The 1-2. Ooh, that was a strike. Whew, man. 2-2 the count. Let's see where that was. Oh, I think that's a strike. John, stop. Fouled away. Okay. The count's 2-2. Outside, 3-2. The down the left field line, but that ball goes foul. Count's still 3-2. Bassett getting ready to throw his 25th pitch of the inning here. And Baltimore not really threatening. 2 strikeouts and a walk so far. But he's up to 25 pitches here. If O'Hearn gets on, that'll bring up Mountcastle. And that ball's laced into left field for a base hit. Santander go to third. Oh, they call him safe. That might get challenged. It's definitely a base hit. But that might get challenged. It looked like he was out at third. No, keep going, they said. So first and third. Toronto's not going to challenge. That'll bring up Brian Mountcastle with runners on the corners here with 2 outs. Let's see. We're getting the replay now. Oh, man, that is close. They would have to freeze that frame by frame to see if that was out or not. So Toronto says no, but that'll bring up Mountcastle. He's batting .240 on the season, and that ball gets away. Runner at first will go down to second. So the count's 1-0 to Mountcastle here, with 2 runners in scoring position. The 1-0 is on the outside corner, 1-1. The 1-1 outside, 2-1. So Bassett looks sharp after the first 2 batters, but struggling here a little bit. A walk and a single. That counts as a disengagement for stepping off the rubber. Strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch. 2-2. Getting ready to throw his 30th pitch of the first inning here. He's out of breath. Mountcastle calls timeout. The 2-2. And that ball's hit in the right field. And it'll get down. Bounces up against the fence. Mountcastle pulls in the second, drives home 2. This is all with 2 outs here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Adam Frazier. Man. Kirk goes to the mound. Chapman comes out, talks to Bassett. 30 pitches here in the first inning for Bassett. And still pitching. Inside 1-0. Frazier batting .239 with 13 homers, 49 runs batted in. Played in 97 games this year. Up high, 2-0. The 2-0 is way inside, almost hit him, 3-0. Up high, ball 4. So Bassett's struggles continue here with 2 outs. That'll bring up Austin Hayes. Then here comes the pitching coach. This counts as another mound visit. This is 2 here in the first inning. Hayes will come up. He's batting .287 on the year with 9 home runs, 40 runs batted in. The first pitch is down low, 1-0. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. 35 pitches here for Bassett. And that ball's lined, right to the second baseman, Merrifield. That'll end the inning. But the Orioles get 2, all with 2 outs. Up come the Blue Jays. It'll be Merrifield, Bichette, and Belt. We got 7 likes on the video on the YouTube side already. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Let's come over and look at the poll, see what you guys are saying in the poll. We got 8 votes there, 50% for the Blue Jays, 38% for the Orioles, and 12% just hoping for a good game. All right, let's look at some other scores around baseball right now. All right, top of the third in Miami. The Marlins have a 2-0 lead over the Phillies, but the Phillies have runners on second and third and 2 outs. Bottom of the second in Washington, the Nationals lead the Brewers 1-0. Top of the second in the Bronx, the Rays have a 2-0 lead over the Yankees with a runner on first and 2 outs. Top of the first in Atlanta, the Angels have a 1-0 lead with a runner on second and nobody out. All other games that get started later. 8 o'clock, we got the Reds, Cubs, Guardians, Astros, 8:40, Padres, Rockies, 9:40, Red Sox, Mariners, and Diamondbacks, Giants. So we will definitely keep an eye on any trades that come across. I know the Mets traded Mark Canha to Milwaukee before we went live. But here we go. Blue Jays coming up. Kyle Gibson on the mound. 4.68 ERA on the year. Merrifield to lead off. Gibson deals. On the outside corner, 0-1. This season, Merrifield's batting .304 in 97 games with 8 homers and 49 runs batted in. That ball's hit down to third. Henderson's there. Throw it over to first. 1 away. The Orioles defense tonight. In the outfield, we got Hayes in left, Cowser in center, and Santander in right. Henderson at third, Mateo at short, Frazier at second, O'Hearn at first, and Adley Rutschman will do the catching. 1 away here for Bo Bichette. Outside, 1-0. Bichette's batting .318 on the year, 17 homers, 59 runs batted in. Outside, 2-0. The 2-0 is in for a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. And that ball's bounced to third. Henderson just grabs it and puts it in his pocket. That'll be an infield single for Bichette. So 1 out single, bring up Belt. He's DHing tonight, batting .243 on the year. 8 home runs with 26 runs batted in. That ball up and outside, 1-0. Once again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Covering the Orioles and Blue Jays here. We did the Blue Jays Angels game yesterday as well. Pitches outside, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1 to count. Pick off throw over to first. Bichette in easily. The 2-1. It swung on a miss, 2-2. The 2-2 to Belt. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. That'll bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Guerrero Jr. is batting .270 on the year with 17 homers, 66 runs batted in. Two away now with the runner at first, still Bichette. There's a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 is down and low, 1-1. Once again, the Blue Jays tonight wearing their red jerseys with their red batting helmets, white pants. Orioles in their road grays. Pickoff throw over to first. Bichette back in. The 1-1 is outside. 2-1 holds the swing. Counts 2-1. Outside, 3-1. So this is a 4-game series. So Baltimore could either really increase their lead or Toronto could jump to within 2 games. That ball's outside, ball 4. That'll push Bichette over to second. That'll bring up Matt Chapman. Chapman batting .261 on the season. 14 home runs, 44 runs batted in as well. Leads the American League with doubles with 33. Would love to get one here as well to make this a game again. It's 2-0 Orioles here in the bottom of the first. Gibson sets, fires their strike 1. Chapman's got a 16-game on-base streak, 15 hits, 14 walks. And that ball's hit right up the middle. Nice play. They say they got the force at second. Mateo grabs it, flips it backhand to second. Guerrero saying challenge. Oh, no, Guerrero saying he was out. So no score there for Toronto. We go to the top of second, 2-0 Orioles, and it'll be Kowser, Mateo, and Rushman for the Orioles. Xavier, the random guy, says, sorry I came late. I was eating. No need to apologize. You are here now. So up to 9 likes already on the video. Thank you so much. 11 votes in the poll already. 45% saying Toronto, 36% saying Baltimore, and 18% just hoping for a good game. Thank you for making us part of your baseball Monday night. I know there's lots of options to either watch on television or others on YouTube. So thank you all so much for hanging out here with us. The Yankees got on the board. It's now 2-1 Rays. Late last night and today they made it official. The Toronto Blue Jays trade for Jordan Hicks from the Cardinals. So after Romano got injured again, having back issues, they make the move for Hicks. So in my fantasy baseball league, I did the same because I had Romano as one of my closers. So I picked up Hicks, who was available as a free agent. Having a bad year there with the Cardinals, he was 1-6 with like uh, 12 saves or something like that. But now going to Toronto, definitely going to get some more save opportunities. Bassett's still out on the mound for the second inning after throwing 37 pitches that first inning. He fires the first pitch in for a strike. Next pitch is outside, 1-1 the count. Cowser batting 106 on the year. He's only played in 18 games. He's got 47 at bats. Still looking for his first home run. That ball's fouled away. It's 1-2. Outside, 2-2 the count. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. One away. That's the third strikeout tonight for Bassett. We got 6 watching over on the Rumble side. Thank you all so much for hanging out over there. Make sure you hit that thumbs up as well. We got 3 thumbs up over there. We got 10 over on the side. Thank you all so much. Really pushes our content out to more people when you guys do that. So thank you very much. That'll bring up Mateo. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch is outside, 2-0. The 2-0. Strike right down the middle, 2-1. Ball outside, counts 3-1. With one out here in the second, Bassett's up to 46 pitches. And that ball's laced into left center field. Varsho comes over and cuts it off before it gets into the gap. But a one-out single for Mateo, and then gets us back to the top of the lineup with Rushman. Rushman struck out leading off the game. But coming into tonight, batting .272 with 14 home runs and 47 runs batted in. There's the first pitch strike, 0-1. Says we got 14 people on the YouTube side. Thank you all so much for stopping by. The 0-1. Strike, 0-2. My name's John. The channel is Pure Adrenaline Sports. We cover, this is the first year we've done baseball. We're mainly a football channel with fantasy football focus as well. So we'll be getting that kicked up coming this Thursday. We'll be covering the Jets-Brown preseason game on Thursday night. Oh, and 2 the count to Rushman. Down and in, 1-2. Mateo goes. The throw is not in time. That's his 24th stolen base of the year. The ball was up. The count's 2-2. Just late. Throw was just late. Oh, and Bichette didn't hold on to it anyway. He's going to third. Oh, he's out this time. He's out. Chapman blocked the bag. Mateo not leaving. Nope, he's saying, come on. No, he's out. Let's see. Chapman blocks the bag. He's out. He's out. So that's 2 away with nobody on now for Rushman. The count's 3-2. And that one's popped up to right field. Biggio comes running in, and he'll make the catch. So nothing across for the O's there in the second. We go bottom 2, still 2-0. We got 12 likes. Thank you so much, everybody, for hitting that thumbs up. Really appreciate that. We got 9 watching over on the Rumble side. Thank you all so much for hanging out over there. Make sure you hit that thumbs up there at the bottom of that video as well. Really appreciate that. For the Blue Jays in the bottom of the second, it'll be Varsho, Kirk, and Biggio. 6, 7, and 8 in their lineup. Let's look at scores. See if anything's changed. The Phillies and Marlins are now tied at 2. Top of the 4th inning there. The Phillies have a runner on second and 1 out with Kyle Schwarber at the bat. Brewers and Nationals are tied at 1. That came in the bottom of the 3rd. Rays still lead the Yankees 2-1 now in the top of the 3rd. Angels have a 1-0 lead over the Braves. That came in the top of the 2nd. Runner on second for the Angels, and Rengifo is up to bat with 1 out. Other games getting ready to start in about 15-20 minutes. The Reds and Cubs, Guardians and Astros. Then in about an hour, the Padres Rockies. Then in about 2 hours, the Red Sox Mariners and Diamondbacks Giants. Still got my phone open, waiting to see if any more trades happen. Have not gotten a notification. $12 votes in the poll. We're at 42-42 between the Orioles and Blue Jays. First pitch is low, 1-0. The 1-0 swung on a miss. The ball was way outside, but Varsho swung on a miss. 1-1. The 1-1 foul tipped. 1-2. The 1-2 is up high, 2-2. Varsho batting .214 on the year with 12 homers, 34 runs batted in. The 2-2 from Gibson is tapped foul, still 2-2. And that ball's hit out to center field. Kowser, right before the warning track and straightaway center, makes the catch. So one down. That'll bring up Alejandro Kirk. First pitch in the first strike. 256 average with 6 home runs, 28 runs batted in for Kirk. Has played in 78 games this year. The 0-1 from Gibson. Not sure if it was called a strike or if he said he swung. But the count's 0-2. Timeout by Kirk. The 0-2 was way outside, 1-2. Biggio's on deck. And that ball's grounded down to Henderson at third. He spins, fires, got him. That'll bring up Biggio. Biggio's batting .216 on the year in 153 at bats, 7 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Gibson here at 28 pitches with 2 out in a second. Their first pitch strike, 0-1. Where Bassett, if you remember, Bassett had 37 pitches in the first inning. Gibson's not up to that with 2 outs here in the second. His 30th pitch of the night was up high, 1-1 to count. The 1-1 is swung on a missed, 1-2. The 1-2 to Biggio. Down, bounced in the dirt, 2-2. If you're just joining us, the Orioles got 2 in the first, all with 2 outs. Bassett struck out the first 2 batters, then Santander walked. O'Hearn singled. Mountcastle doubled them both in. The 2-2. It swung on a miss. He struck him out. That's Gibson's second strikeout of the night. We go to the third. Still 2-0 O's. We got a trade coming through. Let's see who that was. The Cincinnati Reds are acquiring left-handed reliever Sam Moll from the Oakland A's for right-hander Joey Boyle. Not familiar with either of those two names. All right, let's look at some other scores as well. Tuesday and Wednesday night this week, I'll be covering the Mets and Royals, and then Thursday night Jets Browns will get underway. And then Friday night, I forget who my Friday night stream is. Here we go. 14 votes in the poll. We got 50% for the Blue Jays, 36% for the O's. So that changed. That was 42-42 before. And 14% just hoping for a good game. Still got 3 watching over on the Rumble side. Got 11 watching on over the YouTube side. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate that. Let's change this number. This number went up. So whoever subscribed, thank you. We actually gained 2 so far tonight. Henderson will lead off the third. The 1-0. It swung on a miss, 1-1. Henderson struck out his first at bat. The 1-1. It swung on a miss, 1-2. Fouled away, still 1-2. That ball's hit out to right field, and that ball is out of here. A leadoff home run for Henderson makes it 3-0. That's his 17th home run of the year. Second career home run for Henderson against Bassett. Exit velo was 101. 387 feet. It's now 3-0 O's, and that'll bring up Santander. Looked like a fastball, but it was inside, and he just turned on it. Ball high to Santander. 1-0. The 1-0 is fouled away. 1-1. The 1-1. Strike. Nice pitch there by Bassett. 1-2 the count. Fouled off. Oh, I was going to say fouled off, but hit out to left field, and that'll drop into fair territory, and it bounces into the stands. A ground rule double. It looked like it was going foul. It lands fair and bounces into the stands. That's Santander's 28th double on the season. So a runner on second here with nobody out. That'll bring up O'Hearn, who had single in the first inning and scored. Oh, a fan did not touch it. It bounced off the top rail. And that ball's turned on. But right to Biggio. He makes the sliding catch. Santander will go to third. That'll bring up Mountcastle, who had the RBI double in the first. That scored 2. Giving them 45 runs batted in on the season. That ball by Hearn was laced out to left field, and Biggio had to come sliding over to make a catch. Blue Jays will bring the infield in. First pitch is on the outside corner, 0-1. They check. He did not go 1-1. Bassett up to 65 pitches here with 1 out in the third. And that ball's hit out to Biggio and right. He comes in, makes the catch. Here comes Santander. The throw's not in time. That'll be a sacrifice fly and 3 RBI now for Mountcastle tonight. And it's 4-0 O's. So 2 out now and nobody on for Frazier, who walked in the first. Check my fantasy team tonight. I do not have Bassett, so that's good. Curveballs outside, counts 1-1. Swung and a miss, 1-2. And that ball's tapped down the third. Nice scoop by Donaldson, but he'll just hold on. So that'll be an infield single for Frazier. With 2 outs here, that'll bring up Hayes, who lined out the second to end the first inning. If you're just joining us, welcome in. Says we got 15 people watching over on the YouTube side. The Orioles lead 4-0 here in the top of the third. They got 2 in the first on an RBI double by Mountcastle that scored 2. And here in the third inning, they have 2, a solo shot by Henderson and a sacrifice fly by Mountcastle. Bassett at 71 pitches here, so way above where you want your pitcher to be in the third inning. You want him to end the third inning with about 45, 50 pitches. He's at 71. Ground ball to short. They go to the short way to second. That'll retire the side. For the Blue Jays in the bottom of the third, it'll be 9-1-2. Kiermaier, Merrifield, and Bichette. Up to 12 likes on the video. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Really appreciate that. We got 15 votes in the poll, even though the Orioles are up 4-0. The Blue Jays lead keeps going up. It's now 53% to 33%. We're in a commercial break there. Let's see some other scores around the majors. That's the game we're doing. Phillies Marlins 2-2. That game going to the bottom of the fifth. Brewers Nationals tied at 1 going to the bottom of the fourth. The Rays now lead the Yankees 3-1. That game in the top of the fourth. The Angels still lead the Braves 1-0. That game in the bottom of the third inning. Rockies and Padres are in a rain delay there, so that game hasn't started. The Reds and Cubs getting underway. Guardians and Astros in a couple minutes as well. Then later on tonight, we get the Red Sox and Mariners and Diamondbacks and Giants. I will be right back. All right, count is 1-1 here to Kiermaier in the bottom of the third. Swung on a miss, 1-2. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. Oh, Cam is here. Overlord TK, what's up, buddy? He says, get a load of this goofball. Cam is part of our NFL coverage here at Pure Adrenaline Sports. He'll be with me on Thursday night covering the Jets and Browns. Cubs have acquired Jose Hughes from the Royals for Nelson Velasquez. Kiermaier strikes out. Back to the top of the lineup with Merrifield. Dude has a Zach Wilson bobblehead still in his room. That's right, man. Don't be jealous. The count is 1-0 to Merrifield. Add a 1 in front of that and you'll be good. No, I got to change it to an 8. I got to make it a little bit, the hair a little bit darker and change it to an 8. The 2-0 is grounded to short. Mateo on the backhand fires across, gets him 2 away. The Rays now lead the Yankees 4-1. Gibson at 42 pitches here with 2 outs in the third. Yo. Oh, they got to go back to that screen. Fouled away. And that ball's hit down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Oh, Bichette pulls on. Bichette's hurt. Bichette's hurt. Beef burrito stopping in. Oh man, I don't mean to laugh because Bichette turned around first and pulled up. He's hurt. Fine going around first. He made the turn. When he stops, yep. Ryan Fitzpatrick showed up finally. No, it's Thomas Fitzpatrick. Guys, look at that picture I just sent in the group chat. So unfortunately, that goes down as a single and then a put out. He is limping off the field on a throw to short, 9-6. So we go to the fourth. It's 4-0. They're staying with the coverage. No, it's not. Mug is not the best. They're at least 2 ahead of Mug. At least 2. Barks is 1, and IBC is the other. The greatest root beer. I saw that and I'm like, no way. Thomas and Cam, while you're here, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Would really appreciate that. Currently sits still at 12. We got 16 votes in the poll. 50% for the Blue Jays, 31% for the Orioles. This number went up again. Let's change this. We gained 3 new subscribers tonight on the YouTube side. Thank you, everybody that did that. Hey, there's one. Roseanne Roberts. Thank you so much. Overlord says it was nice crushing you again, like always, with mock drafts. Well, first off, I had the best mock drafts ever. They said my mock drafts were so good that it's a disadvantage to everybody else. I shouldn't even play real fantasy football this year. I'm just too good. Kelsey's the batter. Struck out to lead off the second. Count is 0-1. Bassett fires on the inside corner, 0-2. Overlord says, let's stream them next time and let the chat decide. Absolutely. The 1-2 is way inside, 2-2. Rays now lead the Yankees 5-1. The 2-2 is fouled off. Still 2-2. Hey, Rising Rhino is here. I know Rhino right now is doing the Phillies Marlins game. Rhino, how are you, buddy? Large March sent him. Shout out to Pee Wee Herman, who passed away today. We got a Rhino raid. Dallas Baseball Girl, what's up? Welcome in. I've seen you over in Rhino's channel. Sandra as well. Thank you all for coming by. Rhino raid. What's your World Series prediction? One team's going to win 4 games. One of the teams will win 4 games. First pitch is outside. There's a strike. Counts 1-1. We got a mini raid going on. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman passed away. We saw that. Sandra saying woo. Dallas is Blue Jays all the way. Swung on a miss. 1-2 the count. Red Sox winning the World Series versus the Mets. Well, first off, the Mets are trading off everybody, so the Mets will not be making the playoffs. Well, everybody coming in from the Rhino raid, thank you all so much. Make sure you hit that thumbs up while you're here. Really appreciate that. That pitch is outside. The count's 2-2. Linda's here. Linda, what's up? Large March sent you, huh? She's still driving that truck. Swung on a miss. That's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup for the O's here with Rushman. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Sandra says she liked the stream. Thank you so much. How's the stream going over there with Rhino? I saw that game was tied at 2 earlier. I don't know if it still is. There's a first pitch strike to Rushman. 0-1. Strike 0-2. Late call there by the umpire. Linda says she liked the stream as well. Thank you all so much. Let me make sure I go over and like Rhino's stream. I did not do that yet. There we go. I do have him playing with the mute on. Ground ball to second base. Merrifield over to Guerrero. That's a 1-2-3 inning. We go bottom 4, still 4-0. They're singing. They're singing. That's all you need to know. So let's go over everybody that has been in our chat. I know the chat's been kind of quiet tonight, but let's go repay the favor. Let's go over to Rising Rhino stream. Oh, and Pure Adrenaline sent you. Make sure you give him a thumbs up and a sub while you're over there as well. He's doing the Phillies Marlins game. It's tied at 2 here in the 6th inning. So go check him out. Give him some support. I'll do that over on the Rumble side too. Click on that link to go check out Rising Rhino over on YouTube. Sandra says PAS sent me. All right, for the Jays here, it'll be Belt, Guerrero, and Chapman. They put Espinal short for Bichette. Here's the 1-1 the Belt on the outside corner, 1-2. Fouled away, still 1-2. That ball's popped up in foul territory. Henderson will make the catch in foul territory. That's one away. That'll bring up Guerrero. He singled, or he walked his first time up, I should say. That ball's down low, 1-0 to Guerrero. Leonard Berry says it's quiet because fans are getting tired of teams like ground ball down to third, over to first, 2 away. Fans are tired of teams like the Yankees and Jays being good for a few games, and then today playing so awful. Also, some people are waiting for Red Sox games. That's all right. I appreciate you being here. I know my main chatters that are usually here are all Mets fans, so they might not be. They might have me on. Hey, there he is, depressed Mr. Met. There he is saying hello. Water, I'm not sure if you saw the Mets traded Mark Canha to the Brewers. But Leonard, I appreciate you being here either way. Yes, I'm covering the Mets Royals Tuesday and Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, I'm doing the Jets Browns preseason game. The count is 1-1 to Chapman. Swung on a miss, 1-2. Hurts to see Canha. No, not to me. Wasn't a big fan of Mark Canha. The 1-2 to Chapman. Swung on a miss. Tried to hold the swing, but he could not. So a 1-2-3 inning there for Gibson. We go to the fifth, still 4-0 Orioles. I feel like Tommy Pham is next. I believe Tommy Pham is getting packaged with somebody else to go to Chicago, I think. We got 15 likes on the video. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. I'm just excited for all the talent coming up. I just hope we keep Alonso. All right, bottom of the sixth in Miami. The Marlins and Phillies are tied at 2. Bottom of the fifth in Washington. The Nationals and Brewers are tied at 1. Going to the bottom of the fifth in the Bronx. The Rays lead the Yankees 5-1. Going to the fifth inning in Atlanta. The Angels have a 2-0 lead over the Braves. Depressed Mr. Met says, especially Ronnie and Acuna. I absolutely love the fact that we got Acuna. He'll be up playing second base for us next year. I absolutely love it. I hope so, man. He's my favorite player in baseball right now. So I'm going to root for him wherever he goes, but I just hope it's with us here. Grounded down to Espinal. They called him out at first, but Henderson said the challenge. Water, I hope he stays, man. Let's see. Oh, he's out. He's out. That'll bring up Santander. He's 1 for 1 today. Walked in the first and scored. Doubled in the third and scored. Bassett up to 88 pitches here. Inside 1-0. The 1-0 on the outside corner, 1-1. Santander in his career, 62 games against Toronto. He's got 11 home runs with 32 runs batted in. Ball bounced in the dirt, 2-1. Dodgers and Mets are still talking, but another team is in on Verlander right now. The Orioles are also in the mix for Verlander. Here's the 2-2. And Santander pops one up. Varsho in left. Settles under it, and he'll make the catch. 2 away. That'll bring up O'Hearn. O'Hearn's 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored in the first and flew out to center. There's a strike, 0-1. I feel like the Orioles could use Verlander to guide the young guys into the playoffs. Ball outside, 1-1. And I think it's good for the Mets. At least 2 teams are interested in Verlander as well, because somebody's going to have to overpay a little bit. The 1-1 strike on the outside corner, 1-2. The 1-2 to O'Hearn, and he puts one down the third base line in the left field. And hope to make the turn, but stay at first. The 2-out single. That'll bring up Mountcastle's, who's one for one today. 2-run double in the first and a sacrifice fly that scored the 4th run of the game. So he's got 3 of the 4 runs batted in. Bassett's up to 96 pitches here, so this is probably his last batter. Either way, with 2 outs here in the 5th. No, that they were false. I saw the report too, but it was proven false. Fly ball out to right. Biggio will settle under it and put it away. So the 2-out single doesn't hurt. Going to the bottom of the 5th, still 4-0. Still waiting to hear word on Bichette, who was taken out of this game after rounding first on that single. We got one person watching over on the Rumble side. That went down. That was way higher than that. We got 15 likes on the YouTube side. 23 votes in the poll. 48% saying Toronto and 35% saying Baltimore. Got 17 people watching. Thank you all so much. Got 15 likes, like I said. Thank you all so much. See what we got going on. Top of the 7th in Miami. Phillies and Marlins still tied at 2. Nationals lead the Brewers 2-1 in the 5th. Rays still lead 5-1 over the Yankees. That game in the bottom of the 5th. Glass now still pitching there for the Rays. Good for my fantasy numbers so far. I don't. It would depend, Water. It would either have to be a low return because he's a free agent, or it would to get something of quality. They would have to work. The new team would have to work out a long term deal with Pete. So it would depend. The Reds lead the Cubs 3-0. That game in the top of the 2nd. The Guardians lead the Astros 1-0. Top of the 2nd there in Houston, and the Padres and Rockies currently still in a rain delay. So here we go. For the Blue Jays, it'll be Varsho, Kirk, and Biggio. All 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Ball bounced in the dirt, 1-1. That ball's popped up, but it'll go out of play. 1-2 the count. Yeah, there's been a lot of trades today. A lot of them aren't players I know. So bounced in there, 2-2 the count. The 2-2. And that ball's blooped in the shallow center. And it'll fall in for a base hit. So Varsho leads off the fifth with a single. I think Juan Soto could be on the move. And I believe I could be wrong. Is he a free agent after the year? I know he wants to be a Met. But they're not going to trade him to the Mets. But I think he's a free agent after the season. First pitch is in for a strike by Gibson, 0-1. Kirk batting .255 with 6 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Yes, come here, Soto. Yes. I'm telling you, I'm like I know it stinks, giving up on the season. I love the trades they've made. That ball's hit out to right field, and it'll go foul. Yep, Uncle Steve is just going to throw fat stacks of money at you. The count's 1-2 here to Kirk. And that ball's fouled off again, still 1-2. Getting chilly out. Here's the 1-2 to Kirk. Gibson deals. And that ball's laced into right center field, and it'll split the defenders. Santander gets it back in. But Varsho goes to third. And that'll bring out Biggio with runners on the corners and nobody out. Blue Jays down 4-0. Outside 1-0 the count. Water says Juan Soto is a free agent after the 24 season. The Cubs got one. They're down 3-1 now against the Reds. That's a big series for both of those teams. That ball's popped up. And it'll go out of play. Counts 2-2. Remember when Max said that Biggio called out on strikes? That's the first out. Oh, Bo Bichette update. That's not an update. We know he was removed with right knee discomfort. Remember when Max said that he didn't want to be in the East Coast? Well, he didn't want to be here, but he took the money. We got to stay away from that. If guys don't want to be here, I don't want them here. Never thought Scherzer wanted to be here. Now, I rooted for him when he was in the Mets uniform, but not now down in Texas. So that'll bring up Kiermaier with runners still in the corners and one out. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Just jumped up to 21 people watching. Thank you all so much. If you're just joining us, it is 4-0 Orioles, but the Blue Jays have runners on first and third out here in the bottom of the fifth. Oh, the ball fouled off of Kiermaier's foot. 1-2 the count. Yeah, maybe give Mauricio a shot, Water. Absolutely. The 1-2 is outside, 2-2. The 2-2 to Kiermaier. And that ball's tapped to second. They go to second for one and no throw. So that'll get a run home. So runner on first now with 2 outs, but a run home. It's 4-1 now, Orioles. Back to the top of the lineup with Merrifield. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Grounded it out to second base and grounded out to short. Line down to third. Henderson grabs it and gets the out at first. That was a line drive and he dropped it. So that'll end the inning, but the Jays get one. We go to the sixth, 4-1 O's. It'll be Frazier, Hayes, and Kautzer for the O's. Let's take a look around the majors here. Still waiting. If you guys don't know, tomorrow's the MLB trade deadline at 4 o'clock. So keep an eye on the news, see what your favorite teams are doing. The Phillies now have a 3-2 lead over the Marlins. That game in the bottom of the seventh in Miami. The Brewers and Nationals are tied at 2. That game in the top of the sixth with the Brewers runners on first and second. Caratini up to bat. Bottom of the sixth in the Bronx, the Rays lead the Yankees 5-1. 1 out, nobody on. Judge up at bat. Glasnow still pitching for the Rays. Top of the sixth, the Angels lead the Braves 3-1. Reds Cubs going to the third inning. Reds lead 3-1 there. Guardians lead the Astros 2-0. That game in the top of the third. And Padres and Rockies are still in a rain delay there in Colorado. And in an hour, we get the Red Sox Mariners and Diamondbacks Giants. Water says, well, hey, if Juan Soto wants to be a Met after the 2024 season, we'll throw on that Mets jersey, Soto. Yes, sir. Bassett's still on the mound. He's got 100 pitches here. That counts 0-2. I do. Yeah, I agree, Water. I really like what the Mets are doing with these trade pieces. Up high, 1-2. But the big piece is still Alonso. Is he going to want to stay? Up and in, 2-2 the count. A roller out to second. Merrifield's got it. Feeds Bassett. So that goes down as a 4-1. Out at first because Vladdy went after that ball too. So good job by Bassett to cover first base. That'll bring up Hayes. First pitch is a strike. Hayes is over through tonight. Lined out to second and was retired on a fielder's choice. You can change that. Timeout called by Hayes on the 0-1. Grounded foul. Counts 0-2. It'd be funny if the Mets somehow make the playoffs, right? They go on a run. Hey, we just took 3 out of 4 from Washington. We definitely got to take 2 out of 3, if not sweep the Royals. If we sweep the Royals, we're 53-55. The 0-2 is fouled away. Got a piece of Kirk there, so the umpire comes out, gives him a couple minutes. Well, if you're going to make the playoffs, you're going to have to beat those kind of teams because we got to play the Braves again. Oh, up high, 2-2. It looked like it got the top of the zone. That caught the zone. Should have been called a strike. The 2-2. It's right down the middle of the plate. That one's called strike 3. That'll bring up Kowser. He's 0 for 2 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Bassett's up to 110 pitches here. Ball outside, 1-0. Grounded foul, 1-1. Water says, I wonder how the talk went between Max and the front office. Yeah, he went in there. They said, he's like, hey, what's the deal here? Hey, the Texas Rangers agreed to trade. You want to go there or not? Like he was going to do anything. That ball's lifted out to left. And, Varsho into the wall there in left field in foul territory, but the ball goes out of play. Counts 1 and 2. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. Bassett gets through 6, but trails 4-1. For the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 6th, it'll be Espinal, Belt, and Guerrero, trailing 4-1. Everybody in my chat, let's go over and say hello in between innings. Let's go over and say hello to Carlos and PJ over at Uneducated Sports Talk. Let me put the link in the chat. Tell them Pure Adrenaline Sports sent you over. Make sure you give them a thumbs up and a sub there as well. Let's do that in between innings. It went like, hey, Billy, that Robertson trade, what was that about? Billy's just like, here's a Rangers uniform. Get out. He just points to the door. Get out. We got 16 likes on the video. Thank you all so much. We're up to 19 people in the chat. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I just put Uneducated Sports Talk's link in the chat. He is covering the Angels-Braves game tonight. Go over, check him out. Give him a thumbs up. Tell him Pure Adrenaline Sports sent you over. All right, counts 0-1 to Espinal. He's batting .233 on the year. 2 home runs, 15 runs batted in. His first at-bat of the night after coming in for the injured Bichette. So Gibson's still on the mound here. He's up to 80 pitches. The 1-1. And that ball's grounded down to Henderson at third. He makes a scoop. Fires across, 1 away. That'll bring up Belt. Belt's 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out and fouled out to third base. Roof is open in Toronto today. It was open for the game we did yesterday against the Angels as well. First pitch is in there for a strike to Belt, 0-1. Up high, 1-1. The 1-1 swung on a miss, 1-2. That ball's hit out to Hayes and left, and he'll make the catch, 2 away. I feel like Billy's final words to Scherzer were like, get out of here. Good luck in the playoffs, and keep on allowing, and also thank you for Acuna, right? Yeah, allowing homers. Yep. Yep. We'll hope to see you the next two nights. I will be covering the Mets Royals series the next two nights. That first pitch is tapped foul by Guerrero, 0-1. Guerrero's 0 for 1 tonight, walked in the first and grounded out to third. Count is 1-1 to Guerrero. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Outside, 3-1. There's a strike, 3-2 the count. They can complain all they want. That pitch was beautiful. I feel like whoever's going to talk to Epler, he's just going to have the other team's uniform ready for them. Yep. Here's the 3-2. Grounded down to Henderson at third. And over to first. That'll retire the side. We go to the seventh. Still 4-1. We got 16 thumbs up on the video. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. We got 24 votes in the poll, and Blue Jays have led all night, even though Baltimore jumped out to that 2-0 lead. But Blue Jays still have 46% to Orioles 38%. We got 9 people watching on the Rumble side. Thank you all so much for hopping on over there. We got three thumbs up over there as well. Thank you, everybody, for doing that. Where's the scoreboard? Here we go. Oh, is it 6 p.m. now? I could be wrong. I thought it was 4 p.m. Is it 6 p.m.? Ennis here says, do you think we can see a comeback? I think so. The Blue Jays keep getting people on base. They just can't come up with that big hit. Goes to talk to Epler. He's like, Carlos, does this Oakland A's jersey fit you? Yeah. Good. Now you're part of the Oakland A's. Nate Pearson in the pitch for the Blue Jays now. I see it come back. The Blue Jays got to start getting some big hits. They're getting guys on base. They're just not coming through. Top of the 8th in Miami. Phillies still lead 3-2 there. Brewers lead the Nationals 3-2 in the 7th. Bottom of the 7th in the Bronx. The Rays still lead 5-1. Glasnow still on the mound. Top of the seventh in Atlanta. The Angels still up 3-1. Reds lead the Cubs 6-1 in the third. Guardians lead the Astros 2-0 in the fourth. And Padres and Rockies are still in a rain delay. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. So we'll see what the Blue Jays do now because depending on how bad Bichette is hurt, they might have to make another trade here. Water, bud. You keep repeating the same thing over and over. That ball's fouled away. Counts 2-2. Bounced in the dirt. 3-2 the count. Water that I do not know. I don't know if they got one or if they have one. Oh, they did. Yeah, they got seawalled. Yes, they did. Fouled off. Count 3-2 still. Ground ball down the short. Espinal gets it, throws him out at first. One away to the top of the order with Rushman. Rushman's 0 for 3 tonight. Struck out, fly out, and a ground out. Curveball missed inside, 1-0. Count is 2-1 to Rushman. Swung on a miss, 2-2. And I was wrong. The MLB trade deadline is 6 p.m. I thought it was 4 p.m. It's 6 p.m. Pitches inside. It's a full count. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, 2 away. Rushman not happy with that. Outside 1-0. That'll bring up Henderson. 1 for 3 in the night. Struck out his first time up, hit a solo home run to lead off the third, and grounded out to short. On the outside, 2-0. I was going to say, that's where he called strike 3, and now it's a ball. Phillies just scored again to make it a 4-2 game. Outside 3-0. So there's the walk, 2-out walk. That'll bring up Santander. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Walked and scored in the first, doubled and scored in the third, and flew out to left. Buzzing from all the trades. A&D, what's up? Welcome in. How are you doing, big Cincinnati Reds fan? First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. You guys are playing the Cubs right now, I believe. I think you guys were up on the Cubs. Yep, you're up 6-2 in the third inning. 1-1 the count. There's a strike, 1-2. Well, it looks like the Cubs just scored again. Looks like it's 6-3 now. Inside, 2-2. Top of the eighth in the Bronx. The Rays lead 5-1 there. Great pitching. Great job tonight pitching. Henderson steals the bag. The count's full. So runner on second now with 2 outs. The 3-2 to Santander. Fouled away. Pearson up to 25 pitches here in this inning. The 3-2 is popped up. It's foul. The count is 3-2. Henderson, the runner at second. The 3-2 to Santander. Strike 3 called. He got him looking. That'll end the inning. We go bottom 7, still 4-1 O's. It'll be Chapman, Varsho, and Kirk for the Blue Jays. Bottom of the seventh in Atlanta. The Angels still lead 3-1 there. Guardians lead 2-0 over the Astros. Have runners on first and second with one out in the top of the fifth. Padres and Rockies still on the rain delay. And the only other games yet to get started are Red Sox Mariners and Diamondbacks Giants. Let's see if we got any more news, any more trades. Outside 1-0. Gibson's still on the mound here. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. The 2-0. Swung on a miss, 2-1. Nope. 2-1. On the outside corner, 2-2. Gibson getting ready to throw his 95th pitch of the night. Outside 3-2. Ooh, fell straight back. Still 3-2. Thomas, what's up, buddy? You doing any games tonight? He says he's stopping back good. Good game for the O's. Outside, ball 4, so a leadoff walk. Yeah, Thomas is a Red Sox fan. Who are you rooting for in this series? We're going to get a pitching change. So Gibson goes 6 innings. Gives up a leadoff walk here to start the 7th. So he is responsible for the runner there. You're rooting for the Orioles. We're 2.5 back of Toronto. Gotcha. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Let me get my game back up here. First and second here with nobody out. So we'll have to see what I missed here. Counts 2-1. Inside strike 2-2. They didn't like that call. All right, got that back going. That ball's popped up. Oh, that ball was popped up. That's a P3 put out. Runner still. We're going to get a pinch hitter here for Biggio. Luplo. Let's see how they got the other base runner. Varsho walked as well. All right, that'll bring up Luplo for pinch hitting for Biggio. Inside 2-0. All right, it looks like we're back. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. That one's bounced foul, 2-1. The count is 2-2. The 2-2 swung on a miss. He struck him out. 2 away now. That'll bring up Kiermaier, who's 0 for 2 with a RBI. All right. Got everything back up and running, it looks like. Here's the 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Oh, the Nationals came back and took a 5-3 lead over the Brewers. There's a strike, 2-1. Up high, 3-1 to count. Swung on a miss, 3-2. Runners will be going. It's a 3-2 count to Kiermaier. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. That'll end the seventh. Still 4-1 O's. We're in the top of the ninth there in Miami. The Phillies have a 4-2 lead over the Marlins. Bottom of the eighth in Washington. Washington's got that 5-3 lead. Top of the eighth in the top of the ninth in the Bronx. Excuse me. Rays have a 5-1 lead over the Yankees. That game go to the bottom of the ninth. Angels, top of the eighth, have a 3-1 lead over the Braves. Ooh, top of the fourth inning. Now the Reds have a 6-4 lead over the Cubs. That game at one time was 6-2. Bottom of the sixth. Guardians lead the Astros 2-0, and Padres and Rockies still in the rain delay. Part of the season that always has me on edge. Well, you need something better to do then. Any second trade can happen. Yep, and you can't control it either. Phillies and Marlins going to the bottom of the ninth now. That game 4-2 Phillies. We got 17 likes on the video. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. All right, we'll get another pitching change here. Luplow stays out in the field in right field. Yep, Luplow's out in right field now after pinch hitting there. The Mets look like they're having a fire sale. Did anybody else get traded? I saw Canna got traded, but I haven't seen anything after that. What do you mean? This is pretty. It is a rebuild. Swung on a miss, throwing two. That'll bring up. Mountcastle's on deck. Here's the 0-2. Swung on a miss. That'll bring up Mountcastle now with one out. Bowden Francis, the new pitcher in for Toronto. That ball hit out to right field, and Luplow won't get there. It bounces up against the fence. And Mountcastle pulls in the second with a 1-out double. That'll bring up Adam Frazier, who's 1 for 2 tonight. That was the first trade they made, Thomas. That was last week, Friday, Thursday or Friday. The Orioles. I shut it off. I stopped watching when it was 7-0. First pitch strike to Frazier. Swung on a miss, 0-2. I don't. I want to. When I watch baseball, I want to watch a good game. Counts 2-2 down to Frazier. The 2-2 is popped up. Kirk gives chase, but it'll go out of play. And that ball's grounded to second. Over to first, 2 away. Mountcastle will go over to third, but there's 2 outs now. That'll bring up Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 3 tonight. Whoa, pitch up and in the Hayes. Want to know? I think the Orioles have this game. I don't know. We'll see. If the Blue Jays are going to do anything, the bottom of the 8th is when it's going to be done because they have the top of the lineup coming up. The 1-0 down low, 2-0. That ball's grounded down to third. Nice play by Chapman. Turns, fires, gets him at first. That saved the run. We go bottom 8, still 4-1 O's. That'll be the top of the lineup: Merrifield, Espinal, and Belt. Phillies game just went final. The Phillies win that game 4-2 and move a half game ahead of the Marlins in the standings. Okay, no trades have been made since the Cubs got Jose Cuas from the Royals. What a surprise! Joely Rodriguez is hurt again. That's not good. Cano will come in to pitch here for the O's. 40, 47th appearance of the season. Merrifield takes the first pitch strike. He's 0 for 3 tonight with 3 groundouts. Bounced in the dirt. 1-1 to count. The 1-1. And that ball's hit out to deep left field. Merrifield leads off the bottom of the 8th with a solo shot, and it's now 4-2. That's his 9th home run of the year. Thomas has got to go. I'm going to stream the Red Sox Mariners. Ooh, you'll be streaming at the same time as Rhino. You guys covering the same game. All right, that'll bring up Espinal. He's 0 for 1 since coming into the game. But now it's a ball game. Bloop and a blast ties it up. The 1-0 is grounded down to Henderson at third. Espinal both times tonight has grounded out to third. That'll bring up Belt. Belt's 0 for 3 tonight. Struck out, fouled out, and flew out to left. Ball up high, 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off, 1-2. Hey, Ron, welcome in. Yankees suck. Yeah, not a good night for you tonight. I saw it was 5-1. Did that game go final? Outside, 2-2 the count. That game just went. That game did go final. Yep. Bautista getting warmed up in the pen for the O's. The 2-2 fouled away. The 2-2 up high, 3-2. Fouled off, still 3-2. That game just went final. The Nationals beat the Brewers 5-3. Here's the 3-2. Up high, ball 4. So a 1-out walk. That'll bring up the tying run in Guerrero. Got a mound visit coming out here. All right, the meeting at the mound is over. First pitch is outside, 1-0. Two and 0 the count. The 2-0 is down low, 3-0. There's a strike, counts 3-1. The 3-1 is down low. There's ball 4. So runners on first and second now for the Blue Jays, down 2. So we're getting another pitching change here. Cano struggled here. Top of the 9th in Atlanta. Angels still lead 3-1. Runners on first and second there, and Ohtani's up with nobody out. Top of the 5th in Chicago. The Reds lead the Cubs 6-4. Bottom of the 6th in Houston. The Astros now have a 4-2 lead over the Guardians. Padres and Rockies still in a rain delay. Red Sox and Mariners just underway. Diamondbacks, Giants just getting ready to start. Finals from earlier, the Phillies beat the Marlins 4-2. Nationals beat the Brewers 5-3. And the Rays beat the Yankees 5-1 behind a great pitching job by Glasnow. All right, Bautista on the mound now for the O's. Their closer, 0.90 ERA on the year, averages 17.6 strikeouts per 9 innings. Runner at second is Belt. Guerrero the runner at first. Chapman at bat. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk. First pitch is swung on a miss, 0-1. The 0-1 outside, 1-1. Swung on a miss, 1-2. Red Sox take a 1-0 lead over Seattle early. So that was a split finger to Chapman. Beautiful pitch there. The 1-2. Oh, strike 3 called. That was late. That ball looked outside, so I just assumed it was a ball. So now 2 outs. That'll bring up Varsho. Varsho's 1 for 2 on the day. Singled and scored in the 5th inning. Swung on a miss, 0-1. That ball lifted out to Santander in right field. And he'll make the catch. That'll retire the side. The Jays get 1 to make it a 4-2 game. We go to the 9th. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Orioles. Cowser, Mateo, and Rushman. We got 17 likes on the video. Thank you all so much. Let's look at the poll. We still got 30 votes over there. 47% saying Blue Jays and 37% Orioles. So we'll see if the Blue Jays can make a comeback. But we go to the 9th, 4-2 Orioles. We got 4 thumbs up over on the Rumble side. Thank you all so much. Got 10 people watching over there right now. Shout out to you guys. I don't have a way to put up how many people are watching from Rumble. But you said YouTube, I got 17 right now. If you guys want to hang out with us some more, the next 2 nights I'll be doing Mets and Royals. And then Thursday night I'll be doing the Jets-Browns game. Thomas, if you guys are familiar with our channel, Thomas is always hanging out in our chat. He's going to join us during the game as well. Overlord in the chat as well. His name's Cam. He'll be with me as well. So we'll start talking NFL preseason. We'll start talking fantasy football as well. So make sure you guys come out and hang out with us on Thursday night. The 0-1 McAllister is tapped right back to the pitcher. Over to first. 1 down. So 1-3. That'll bring up Mateo, who's 1 for 3 on the night. There's your first pitch strike, 0-1. Inside, 1-1. For the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 9th right now, it'll be Kirk, Luplow, and Kiermaier down 2. Right now, down 2. There's a strike, 1-2. Swung on a miss. You struck him out. That's 2 away. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman, who's 0 for 4 on the day. The first pitch is outside, 1-0. Fouled away. 17 likes on the video for the end of the game here. Let's see if we can get that up to 20. Would really appreciate that, everybody. That ball line foul, 1-2 the count. Bounced in there, 2-2 the count. The 2-2. And that one's tapped back to the pitcher. Flips over to first. That'll retire the side. So we go bottom 9, still 4-2 O's. And once again, it'll be Kirk, Luplow, and Kiermaier. Once again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. I'll be live streaming the Mets Royals on Tuesday and Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Then Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we'll be covering the Jets Browns preseason game. Probably not talking much about the game, just talking football, talking some of the things we think will happen during the season. Of course, if there's any big plays, we'll talk about that. But yeah, we'll definitely be talking about fantasy football. I did create our own projections. We'll start talking about those as well. I do yearly projections. I do weekly projections as well. So we'll start discussing that. But let's look around the majors. Bottom of the ninth in Atlanta, the Angels have a 4-1 lead over the Braves. Braves have a runner on first with nobody out for Travis d'Arnaud. Top of the sixth in Chicago, the Reds lead 6-4 over the Cubs. Astros lead 4-2 over the Guardians. Top of the seventh there. Padres Rockies are still in a rain delay. Bottom of the first in Seattle, Boston has a 1-0 lead over the Mariners. Diamondbacks and Giants are scoreless in the bottom of the first. And finals from earlier, the Phillies beat the Marlins 4-2. Nationals beat the Brewers 5-3, and the Rays beat the Yankees 5-1. So make sure, if you're new here, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button or that follow button, depending on which platform you're watching on. Would really appreciate that. First pitch is in there for a strike to Kirk, 0-1. Danny Jansen's come out on deck, so he'll pinch hit. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Down in the dirt, 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Home plate umpire said it was foul tipped, but it's still 2-2. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. The 3-2. Just fouled off again. The 3-2 to Kirk. It's outside, ball 4. So leadoff walk. That'll bring up Jansen as the tying run. First pitch is in. Oh, that looked up high and out of the zone and called a strike. Blue Jays got all kinds of rights to complain about that one. Up high, 1-1 to count. The 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Angels Braves game just went final. The Angels go down to Atlanta and take game one there, 4-1. The 2-1 here to Jansen. Fouled away, 2-2. The 2-2 to Jansen. Swung on a miss, 100 miles an hour. He struck him out. One away. That'll bring up Kiermaier. Kiermaier is 0 for 3 tonight with a couple strikeouts and the ground out. Inside, 1-0 the count to Kiermaier. The 1-0 is outside, 2-0. The 2-0. Swung on a miss, 2-1. The 2-1 is down low, holds a swing, 3-1 to count. That's a split finger. That was a split finger. Way to hold off on that by Kiermaier. The 3-1. There's a strike. Nice pitch, 3-2. The crowd's booing, but that was a beautiful pitch. The 3-2 is popped up. Rushman sheds the mask, and it'll go out of play. So the count's still full, 3-2. Orioles got all their runs tonight. 2 came in the first on an RBI double by Mountcastle. 2 in the third, 1 on a solo home run by Henderson, and on a sacrifice fly by Mountcastle. Bautista sets. The 3-2. Inside, ball 4. So runners on first and second here with 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup for Merrifield. Merrifield's 1 for 4 with a home run. But the Jays got their 2 runs on a Kiermaier ground out that scored a run, and that solo shot by Merrifield in the 8th inning. And here we go. So we got 21 hopping in here late in the game. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on the video while you're here. Really appreciate that. We've had a great ball game tonight. Unfortunately, the bad news is Bo Bichette was taken out of the game in the 3rd inning. And all they're saying it's a knee issue. That's all the Blue Jays have said so far. He singled and he rounded the bag at first base and put on the brakes about halfway to second, and something happened to his knee. So we're still waiting word to see the severity of that injury. Merrifield fouls the first one off, 0-1 the count. Devon Trent Strickland, let's go Baltimore, welcome in. Yeah, your O's. If you're an O's fan, man, they've had a great year. They've actually, since they've called up Rushman last year, they've been one of the best teams in baseball. Fouled off, counts 0-2 to Kiermaier, to Merrifield, excuse me. Kiermaier just walked. So Merrifield batting .310 on the year with 4 home runs and 43 runs batted in with runners in scoring position. Hey, Jeff Monroe, that better not be a spoiler. Hopefully that's not a spoiler here because I am a little behind on the tracker. The 0-2 fouled back again. Count still 0-2. Thank you, everybody, so far for hopping in here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 25 people. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up. We're up to 17 likes on the video. Would really appreciate. Oh, that ball's drilled into the gap. And, a diving catch in left field by Hayes. To throw back in first, not in time. Hayes makes an unbelievable catch that saves at least 1 run. That's a 7. That gets circled because that's an unbelievable play. That'll bring up Espinal. Ball down low in the dirt, 1-0. Saeed says, who's going to win, guys? I don't know. O's up 4-2, 2 outs, but runners on first and second here. Espinal's 0-for-2 since coming into the game, grounded out to third base. Both times. The 1-0 is down low, 2-0. They check down at first base. No swing, 2-0. No spoilers if you're new here. I am a little behind there on the tracker. Swung on a miss, 2-1. You guys can see the tracker on screen. I have it blocked on my end. The 2-1. There's a strike, 101 miles an hour on the outside corner. Who's going to win? I'm going to say the Orioles are going to win. I'm going to say they're going to hold on to win this game. Timeout called here by Espinal. Everybody coming in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate that. We're up to 17. Let's see if we can get that up to 20 before we end tonight. Here's the 2-2. And that ball's lined foul down the right field line. Count still 2-2. Come on, chat, put it in there. Who's going to win this? Let's hear what you guys think. We going O's or Blue Jays? The count's 2-2. And it bounced. He throws down the first, and the ball game is over. Baltimore holds on to win 4-2. We had a great game here. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate everybody that stopped by. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. I'll be covering the Mets and Royals the next two nights. Then Thursday night, NFL preseason starts with the Jets and Browns. So make sure you come back, check us out here. The group of guys will be with us on Thursday night. Thomas and Cam will also be part of our NFL coverage again this year. So make sure you stop by, chat it up during the game. And like I said, everybody, thank you all so much for stopping by. If you want to watch some more baseball live streams, make sure you go check out Rising Rhino. He's live streaming the Red Sox Mariners game right now. I will put his information in the chat right now. Safe says who won? The Orioles won 4-2. Orioles won 4-2. So let's end that poll there. Once again, thank you all so much for hanging out. Go hit that link. Go check out Rising Rhino's channel. Like I said, he is doing the Red Sox Mariners game right now. Tell him Pure Adrenaline Sports sent you. Make sure you hit a thumbs up for him as well. Subscribe to his channel. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night for the Mets and Royals. Remember, the MLB trade deadline is tomorrow, 6 o'clock. So probably going to be lots of news coming in. But enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow night.